one, and we are live,
All right.
live. We're live and in color, and
Yes.
waiting to go in on this Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes, we
You
are.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta. Oh man, we gotta go in on Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, because there's been a lot. Those of you who are normies, you have no idea the kind of brouhahas. The brouhaha bochinche has been up at 1,000 concerning the show, but you guys aren't aware of it because the political right and political left, they're both blaming each other for things that go wrong in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and they're both crediting themselves for the things that go right in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Okay, there's a YouTuber by the name, the official name is Overlord DVD. However, most people know him simply cover your kids' ears as Doomcock. And he purports to
Hey,
have.
yo.
Hey man, I told you it was gonna be a good show. You were like, I don't know, bro, Top. All the other shows have been okay, but and I'm like, yo, this shit's gonna be funny. The guy's name is Doomcock, and he says that he has inside knowledge. He's got the inside track on what Hollywood is thinking, especially with the stuff that we enjoy in the geek community.
Yeah.
And Doomcock says that during the
Yo, can we just
mid-season,
call him Doom, bro? Let's just call him Doom. Like, come
yeah,
on.
let's just call him Doom. You know,
Yeah.
to save, because every time I say it, then the parents, the responsible parents, are gonna have to basically cup their
Yeah.
kids' ears.
Yeah.
So let's call
Listen.
him Doom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be calling no other man. No. You know what I mean? Get out of here.
Yeah, and ain't that some funny joint? Can you
Yeah.
imagine this guy's going around telling these people what his name is, and those people call him that? Because
That's
usually I
suspect.
refer to, yeah, that's suspect. But you know what? I support the LGBTQIA community, but if
It
you're
is.
not LGBTQIA and you still call that man that stuff, what's the excuse?
Yeah.
Basically, basically you're a moron. Give me a minute. All right, let me see here. Basically, you know,
Yeah.
had some technical difficulties there for a minute, but I think we're kind of working that out. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, when we have the independent news circuit reporting on this stuff, you know it's a big deal. And I sent you a couple of links. So if you can go ahead and open up the first one,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'll
already
go
on
ahead
the.
and go in and yeah.
It's already on the
This
screen.
is and this is even before. Oh, you're already ready. All right. I'm already ready. But
Mm-hmm.
listen, this is even before we're reviewing the show. We got to review the brouhaha bochinche that has to do around the show. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's go into it right now.
All right.
All right, if you can zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
You can zoom in just a little bit. All right. New rumor New rumor claims that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier viewers turned off the show after BLM messaging. BLM meaning Black Lives Matter.
Well, hold on. Or automatically, that's not proven. You
Yeah,
can't prove
it's
that.
it's unproven. It's unprovable
Yeah,
because you know
you
what?
can't prove that. And by the way, just want to say real quick, after the whole BLM messaging, if they turn it off, who cares? That just counts as a view no matter what. So they're not gonna see
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
and
good point.
also yeah. A lot of things make this claim very suspect. It's for one thing, Disney are not gonna just release their numbers like that. Okay, you know when you'll get Disney's numbers when Disney's dead. That's when you get their numbers. They ain't gonna release their numbers to you. Like and so this
I don't think they do quarterly
I don't
like
think they do any of that, especially with their
yeah.
streaming shows. Listen, when like on a serious note, because the last thing I said was kind of funny, like a joke. But on a serious note, when Disney will release their numbers is when their competitors do it, and they'll be forced to do it because basically normies like us will be like, "What are you afraid of, Disney?"
Mm.
Right? And
Um,
so
what was it?
we see
This
Netflix numbers, we see HBO Max's numbers. What
well,
about
no,
you,
actually,
Disney? Mhm.
Netflix doesn't even show their numbers, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
when the competitor, because they would have to be, look, they have to answer to their corporate, like shareholders and all that stuff, and
yeah.
they have to do everything in their power to remain competitive on behalf of the shareholders. So you mean to tell me no one else is releasing their numbers? Not HBO Max, not Hulu, not Netflix, but Disney is gonna turn around and give you a peek into their cards? What they holding at the poker table? Come on, fam, stop playing games. So this guy, Overlord, aka Doom, right off rip, I don't believe them. But hold on, let me read this. A relatively new rumor claims that viewers for the recently released The Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney, wow, garbage tier, turned off the show after the show featured Black Lives Matter (BLM) messaging. This rumor comes from the YouTuber Overlord DVD. If you can scroll down a little bit,
Yeah,
please.
I got you.
hmm Look at these two fine gentlemen. All right. Overlord DVD claims that a source communicated to him. If you had insider info, Rad, would you give it to a guy named Doomsy?
No,
Overlord
no.
DVD claims that a source communicated to him that the tune-out time stamp tots for the second episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier revealed viewers stopped watching the show before the episode ended. All right, if you can scroll down a little bit more. As explained by Overlord DVD, TOTS is logged on Disney whenever a viewer stops watching a particular movie or television episode. It's useful to the bean counters at Disney to note when they lose particular viewer because this can give them available valuable data about how the show is doing and what viewers wow and what that viewer thinks about it. He goes on to state, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to read. It's so poorly written. This source claims that around 5 p.m. on Saturday across the board. Oh, wait, what? You know what? Hold on. 5 p.m. Saturday across the board. The time, the timeout tune snap numbers for the second episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier went crazy with people turning the show off in droves all around the same time, all at around the same time, part of the show within seconds of each other. Uh the reason why I don't believe this is that you it's a streaming show. You watch it whenever you want. What are the odds that everyone was watching this thing at 5 p.m.? Huh.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, that makes no sense. So
Yeah,
there's that. And then then there's the analogies and the analogs that many political sides were taking on this. Some people were saying that the flag smashers, give me a minute here. Some people were saying that the flag smashers are basically BLM and Antifa. BLM and Antifa. I don't see it. I basically
I
see
don't
them
see it
as
either.
anti-government. What are you thinking, Rad?
I don't see it either. I see it as they're just anarchists. That's how I see it. I don't
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
them as BLM or Antifa. Let's be 100% real. BLM is it's not on these weird little apps where out of nowhere people just go to a park and just start. You know what I mean? No, get out of here with that.
Yeah.
And Antifa isn't doing the same thing either. So let's calm down.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's all calm
that
down.
that
And
was just
mhm,
that was just a reach. I understand some of the allegories on it. I get it. I get some of the racial allegories and the on the events and within times that we live in, the allegories for that. I get it. Why they will probably have a reference to that, but I don't necessarily believe that's a direct correlation to Antifa and BLM.
Those people are reaching. And for me, for me, I think it's rather sad when, in order to make your to make your little points, you know, for your political agenda, you hijack a show that everyone's watching and they enjoy. And this goes for everybody across the board. I'm not saying this about the left or the right or anything. Just anybody. If if you're gonna hijack a show that everyone's watching in order to say, well, black people should know how to act better, or conservatives, they're all racist. I think we can do better than that. Okay. The other thing, that was claimed was that the people like U.S. soldier, no, not U.S. soldier, U.S. agent, they were saying that he's alt right. I didn't see
Mm.
it. What are you thinking?
Um, that would be interesting. Interesting take to it. I don't see it. I don't know how they made that connection.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Um, I see him, that character basically. I see him as a person way over his head, thinking that he could call shots at people who've been seasoned in this superhero thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a perfect take on U.S. agent.
yeah.
But
And
but basically,
somebody trying to basically get their feet wet and have and just be part of
yeah,
the
they're trying to get this. He's trying to get some skin in the game. That's all
yeah,
that is.
that's
Yeah.
all it is. That's I don't see alt no. No. I might say that he might turn somewhat evil because of the serum that he took later on, but I don't alt right no. I think that's a reach. That's a hell of a reach. You know what I mean? Bro Tap, if you're talking, nobody can hear you, bro.
Wow, I had my mic muted while I was talking.
There you go.
But yeah, the basically, I'm thinking that he is viewed as alt right because he was actually, kind of extreme in everything he was saying and stuff like that. But it's always about that political agenda. You feel me?
Yeah. Um what I
Now,
what I what I will say is that I don't want messaging in my superhero movies. No. What I will say is it it caught first of all, it caught me off guard. Um the message of the black struggle. It did catch me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
okay, yeah,
I didn't the reason why it caught me off guard is because I didn't think Disney would actually take it that way.
hmm
To that
yeah,
point. I didn't think. Um Outside of the blatant, BLM message with the police harassment, it was way before when they went to the bank.
yeah, pretty much.
And
Well, the thing, go ahead.
his sister goes, well, you know how they treat us. And the guy goes, oh, this has nothing to do with this. It just has to do with, blah, 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 blah. Even though Falcon is at this point, still a celebrity, it doesn't matter because they wouldn't, he doesn't benefit from the celebrity status or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah,
To benefit from it. So regardless of the fact, I did see that part, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're actually they're gonna go here. Okay, they're gonna go here, and I thought it was just gonna go there and have like a little allegory and then stop. No, they kept on taking it. They kept on
they
taking
kept
it.
on taking it there, and that's one of the things I loved about it because,
And one of
yeah,
the characters, which was the black Captain America, who was experimented on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was the other side of Falcon, the side where there's
Hmm.
no more hope, the side
Yeah.
where he's very resentful and pissed off about what people did, you know. And mind you, throughout this whole journey, um, Falcon is just taking everything in. At the end of the day, he's gonna make his own decision. You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah.
And I'm surprised at the decision that he took and the speech that he said at the end, which
Hmm.
which was
And
really, yeah.
especially everything you just said was super deep, man. Everything you just said was super deep. The way that he declined the privilege of that his
Yeah.
celebrity brings him. It reminds me of every time LeBron James opens his mouth to speak on behalf of black and brown people. You got people like Laura Ingram telling him to shut up and
Shut up and
dribble.
dribble. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was deep. Where he's at the bank and the guy keeps asking for his autograph. Dude, I'm here for a loan to save my family business, my family legacy, and you sitting here asking me for an autograph before you tell me no, you can't help me because I'm black.
Yeah.
It's wow. You know what I mean? And it also sheds a light on, I hope, because I have to rewatch it again. By the way, go watch this. Go if you haven't gotten a Disney Plus subscription, get a Disney Plus subscription. You pay it's something like $70 for the year, and it's well worth it. They have a growing lineup of stuff. It's amazing, right? So for me, when he sat down and basically addressed these issues, I have to go back to see if he meant if any of them mentioned redlining, because remember redlining, that discriminatory practice that happened with black people when they came back from what was it, World War II, and
Yeah.
everyone else was getting all these other white people were getting all these loans and stuff like that for their homes and etc.
Yeah.
and and for housing, and these black people couldn't get a penny to their name, you know. So I really appreciated that aspect of it. But I mean, it seems like we're deep into the Falcon and Winter Soldier analysis anyway. So I guess we might as well go in. What do you think of the show?
I loved it. I loved it. I
Yep.
I give it five radical fists, 5 out of 5. Five radical fists
Hmm.
up. I loved it. There was rumors that Steve Rogers will pop up. I'm glad he didn't, because it
Yeah.
would have gave him the white savior type of thing. I'm glad
Yeah.
he didn't. Um, uh, Falcon basically he found all of this out on his own. He
Yeah.
did everything on his own. With Bucky's help. You know.
Yeah.
And you got Zemo here and stuff. Actually, this scene right here was actually kind of funny. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, he's like,
Hmm.
"Oh, why am I dressed like a pimp?" He's like, "Oh no, you're
Like a
dressed like
pimp.
this person." And then he's like, "Yeah, a pimp," you know. And the
Yeah. Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
guy really looked like him too. That was kind of funny. So, it like I like the good guy, like the buddy cop type of field when it comes to Bucky and Falcon's relationship. You know what I mean? I like it.
Yep.
And now that Falcon is now the Captain America, I like how they confirmed it, saying that no, he's no longer Falcon, he's Captain America.
Yeah. They changed the title, right? I
Yeah.
think I think season two, and I know there's gonna be a season two. They set too many things up already. Season two already is called Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which it's badass, man. I love it, and I love this show. I love LUV cap the LUV exclamation marks like infinity. I love this show.
Yeah.
It's to listen, as a quote unquote black power guy, to me, Sam Wilson, the Falcon, is basically Horace.
Mm.
He's basically Horus,
Okay.
the winged god, the Egyptian winged god. He's
Okay.
basically Horus. And I think that we need that sort of imagery, because that sort of imagery works in the background of our minds, and especially our young folk, when they have someone to look up to. And Falcon has historically in the comics been seen as a sidekick. Well, to whom is a god a sidekick? Who's a god's going to be a sidekick to? This is why he is the hero here. And also, it confirms black and brown alliance, because guess what? That Hispanic guy, he's inherited the wings, the government wings that Falcon used to wear. I don't know if you saw that
Yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
did. I did. I
yeah.
did.
And so I think in the comics, I'll have to double check my sources, but I think in the comics,
He's a
uh,
psychic. Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, in the comics, he becomes a sidekick to Falcon. So Falcon is, the new Captain America, and then he has a new Falcon, and the Falcon is a Hispanic guy. Him and as something I forgot what his name was at this juncture right here. But I love the LUV exclamation marks infinity. I love this show.
That's what's
The
up.
buddy cop aspect that you talked about, the buddy cop aspect. These three gentlemen here, Marvel, DC, and anyone involved, they have to figure something out. They have to figure out what to do with these guys. If not, continuing this particular trio here in the series, at least find out what to do with these three actors. They have amazing chemistry. I could not stop watching those scenes.
Yeah. I
Whenever.
like
Mhm.
how they play off of each other. It's
Yes.
like I told you before. It's like throwing the ball. Throwing the ball,
Hmm.
catching it, and throwing it back. A
Between the, yeah.
fluidly. It. I liked it. I liked it.
And there were so many levels to their dynamic. The fact that he is, some people were calling him sort of a Nazi. I don't see him as that. He's kind of like a royalty, an Eastern European royalty kind of guy, where Nazis look down on black and brown people. This guy looks down on everybody.
Yeah,
So he's not, he looks down on Nazis
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
looks
yeah.
down on everybody. Okay, so the dynamic between them, where these two guys on either end, Bucky and Sam, they are commoners, they're normies like you and I. But this guy in the middle was actually a baron, or a prince, or he was basically royalty. And now that his nation's gone, he has to deal with a world where he has to deal with a world where he is no longer part of royalty, because the nation he was royalty in no longer exists. I think it was Sokovia, right?
It was something like that. Yeah, it got
Yeah, I
but
think he was a baron in Sokovia.
he still inherited the wealth or something.
Yeah, but yeah, of course he still pockets some of that money. Now the thing is, Marvel nerds, don't come for my neck if I got that wrong. you know, but the uh the dynamics between the three men, and it also showed how uncultured, no disrespect to these two guys on either end, Bucky and Sam, but how uncultured they are in a worldwide manner, in comparison to him, where Sam received this outfit, which is amazing, and he's like, why do I have to look like a pimp? And Zemo kind of explained to him, like, only an American would see a well-dressed black man in a wearing a forward
I caught
fashion
that. I caught
suit.
that. I caught that.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
fashion forward suit, and relate it to being a pimp. That was like, I nodded my head like, yes, 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 yes. This is written so well. And Bucky, the fact that Zemo keeps testing if his code words still work on Bucky, right? It also makes me kind of paranoid that he's holding out on some of them words. He's still probably got a couple of backup words for that programming that Bucky was brainwashed with. Did you
Yeah.
get a sense of that?
I did.
Yeah, I'm
I did.
I'm thinking Bucky's got to watch himself. especially with around Baron Zemo. Even though
Yeah.
the Wakandans came in, oh, heavy spoiler alert. We're telling a lot here. Heavy spoiler alert.
Oh, they should
Spoilers,
have. They
spoilers.
listen. You guys should have seen the thing. If you guys didn't, oh well.
Yeah, it's been weeks at this point. Come on, get with it. What's wrong with you? Go subscribe to Disney Plus and then watch this thing. I give my black empowerment stamp to this show. Again, this is Horus. This guy is Horus. You know what I'm saying? And you know, most of the things that he does in the show are mythical. And the good thing about it is, even though he's representing the god Horus, he is bringing in everyman aspect to it. Where notice almost every line that Sam Wilson utters in the show relates the feeling of the everyman. Okay, where he's in the middle. This on the left here is Bucky. Bucky is a former world trotting assassin. He's seen a whole lot of stuff in between going in and out of
Yeah.
an icebox, but he's seen a
Yeah.
whole lot of stuff. Baron Zemo is former royalty, but then you got Sam Wilson. He represents us. I don't know how many of you guys have ever been to Eastern Europe. I haven't. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool stuff, and as well as these guys are incredibly camera friendly, right? They're
Yeah.
incredibly camera friendly. These are three really good looking, charismatic guys. Disney has to do something with those three guys. Maybe another movie where they basically are buddy cops, or something like maybe kind of a Lethal Weapon kind of thing, but with three
Yeah.
people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like but I don't think Disney doesn't have the rights to Lethal Weapon. They'll have to do something to approximate Lethal Weapon, right? All of the scenes containing these guys were just absolute platinum. I've gone past. I've gone past bronze, silver, and gold. I'm going straight to platinum. When he sat down with that little girl, all these two guys here playing good and bad cop, and basically, trying to strong arm the people into talking to him. And
Yeah.
Zemo just goes and offers a kid candy and gets everything.
Yep.
Amazing scenes, just amazing scenes. Of course, now they're split up because the Wakandans came and they dragged them away, kicking and
Yeah.
screaming.
You
But I
you
mean, he
saw.
was calm about it. But
First of all,
yeah,
you saw that at this point, um uh Special Agent already drank the super soldier
oh
formula at
yeah,
this
no,
point.
when he was fighting the Wakandans, he didn't drink it yet.
Oh,
That's
he didn't
why he
drink
felt
it.
some kind of he didn't drink it yet. That's why he felt again. Spoilers, people.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
why
Oh
he
yeah. No,
felt
you're right. He felt some type of way. He
he
said,
felt some
"Yo,
type
how
of
did I
way.
lose against these people that didn't even drink that?"
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
He said, and those people weren't even augmented because he got his ass handed to him. And the thing is, I don't know why he should feel ashamed about it, unless there's a little bit of misogyny going in there. Because these Dora Milaje, they actually frighten me, bro. I fear no man, but these are no men. Yo,
All I'm saying is the fighting these women and still walking away. You should be lucky. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. You should feel
You should be
very
lucky.
lucky.
You should be lucky.
Because
That's the only thing that you could be able to walk away from. You know what I mean?
look,
Because
you should be
they'll skin you alive, bro.
yo, you should feel grateful that you're walking and you're not dragging one of those spears you see in their hands. That's one of the things that frightens me the most about the Dora Milaje. It's that you're fighting them and they're using a fighting style that is not known to anyone. The Wakandans, remember the Wakandans keep all their secrets like on a tight vault.
Yeah,
Okay? Nobody's been in Wakanda, you know, without permission since like forever. So
yeah,
they developed the martial arts where they know all your stuff. They know all the capoeira and kung fu and karate and krav maga and
yeah,
boxing and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. They know all that stuff. Plus, they
yeah,
know their stuff. So they see what you got coming. You can't see what they got coming.
yeah,
So
yeah,
basically, how you gonna keep that spear out of you? You see that
yeah,
spear right there? She's how you gonna keep that? You don't know the moves.
yeah. Yo,
And
let's go to the
yeah,
Tim
who
Pool
else?
one. Let's go to the Tim
Temple.
Pool
All
one.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. Hit that temple.
Um.
You got it already?
Yeah. I already got
All
it.
right, let me go there now. Oops.
So it basically says Tim Pool explains why he thinks Disney's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is anti woke.
Anti woke.
I really want to hear this. By the way, by the way, I will go out and say, to me, Tim Pool is a suspected white supremacist.
Yes. For me, it's beyond suspected at this point because I follow him on Twitter.
I don't have enough
Mhm.
evidence to say. I'll say suspected.
No, no,
Because
no. For me, it was
I
just.
saw him in a certain documentary,
Mhm.
and he was associated with a certain white supremacist hacker
Mm,
who goes by the name of Weave. So
okay.
you know, if anybody
Tim,
if anybody looks up who Weave is, he has a huge swastika Nazi tattoo on his chest, and he
wow.
took a picture of it while zeking Hiles and stuff. So
Oh, doing Sieg Heils?
yeah,
Who Weave or
Weave,
Tim?
Weave.
Weave, right? Yeah, because the
Yeah,
thing is,
so
I don't think Tim is too smart to make his supremacy public. I think Tim is you saying suspected. I'll give him the full badge of white supremacist because I follow him on Twitter, and the things that Tim says, they're beyond suspicious. They're beyond
yeah.
suspicious. For the Derek Chauvin thing, this guy he came out his ass was saying a whole bunch of stuff. So
Mm,
nah, but he was saying stuff like cops should all quit at the same time. They're like, wow, okay, all right,
mm,
Tim, yeah. So that you can see what these darkies do to each other without the law around, right, Tim? Like, nah,
mm,
for me, it's beyond suspected at this point.
mm.
But all right, let me read this.
All right.
Okay, YouTuber Tim Pool recently claimed that Disney and Marvel's The Falcon and Winter Soldier show is anti-woke. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Poole posted on Twitter, "The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is anti-woke and woke leftists are pissed." He added, "They now realize it's a show about a black man beating Antifa with an American flag." And yeah, can you scroll down a little bit more?
What?
Yeah, I mean he's reading into what the
Yeah, yeah.
in a follow-up tweet he wrote, "The replies from the woke leftists prove my point." You mean troll bait? The show is about open borders, leftists engaging in terror to maintain open borders. That's an oversimplification of what the plot was about, but all right, Tim. Poole added, "Sam rejects wokeness and becomes Captain America and beats Antifa with the shield. Even U.S. Agent is a good guy in the show." Yeah, but
Towards the end,
I don't.
but we gotta find out. We gotta find out what his whole thing is, because remember, towards the end, he's working with that evil lady. So
Yeah, that
we
evil-looking
don't know.
lady.
Yeah, we don't know.
She used to be on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poole previously made a similar claim in a video uploaded to a Timcast IRL channel on April 24th. Black man beats Antifa with American flag on Disney show. No, that's his caption and his thumbnail. In the video, Tim explains, "If I could offer you up, all of you guys listening, a TV show where a guy takes an American flag and brutally beats Antifa, and he rejects a bunch of woke ideas, he's repeatedly told by people about how that you shouldn't wave that flag. That's the white man's flag, and you gotta understand." He adds, "So you have this black man who says, 'Nah, I like the flag.' And he picks it up, and then there are these people who are like, 'We should open borders and we're going to smash the flag,' and then he just beats them with it." That, that's really not what happens. What show was he
Mhm.
watching? Can you get it?
Apparently, it was getting filtered through that little beanie of
Yeah,
his. I don't
that
know.
beanie's
I
wearing.
don't know. That little beanie of his is probably stopping his circulation. Pool then
Yep.
asked, would that be a show?
Would that be a show conservatives would want to watch? It's the show. It's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Uh, Tim Pool is seeing what he wants to see and reading into it what he wants to
Yeah,
read into
because
it.
the flag smashers, they They didn't
They're
want
not Antifa.
open.
Look,
Look, wait. They didn't want open borders. They were talking about
no,
their own people who got who doesn't
yeah, displaced.
who don't have sovereignty in certain areas due to the events of Avengers 2. They don't
Yeah,
have sovereignty. So um each country, they don't want to get deported. So that's what it was.
yeah,
And because the government was taking their time into doing so, that's why the flag smashers decided to become the flag smashers and actually, you know, go into this whole thing guns blazing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
The thing is, this needs a little bit of explanation because a lot of people are coming into the show not understanding that you have to watch like 2 or 3 other 3-hour movies in order to get it. And I get that that's a lot of homework to do. So I'll basically give you the cheat sheet right here. After
mhm,
Thanos snapped his fingers around not Endgame but Infinity War, he snapped his fingers. Half of the life on this planet got basically turned to dust. Okay, that's what the 8 billion people on the planet, so 4 billion people turned to dust. The world for the next 5 years, the world had to adjust. So suddenly, let's say, people who were political refugees, people who were fleeing poverty, let's say all the Mexican and around the US borders, right? They don't go into this, but it's kind of implied, and you have to do some homework in order to basically understand what this is, right? So imagine all of the Mexicans right now. We're saying right now, we just don't have the room. Where are we going to put all these Mexicans that are flooding the border? That's one of the arguments that we, especially people on the political left, and I say we as Americans, right? That's one of the arguments that the right on the political right have. Like, where are we going to put all these Mexicans? They're coming in, they're taking our jobs, they're taking up our resources. We got to form a welfare state. We don't have room for these people. So all over in the UK, the same thing, the UK and like Sweden, Switzerland, etc., the same things happen, but with people coming from Syria and the Middle East or North Africa and things like that, right? So imagine if half the world's population died. Suddenly you have space and you have no excuses anymore. So all those people, all the Mexicans over here in the US and the people over in the UK, they suddenly had space. So the nations involved, the nations in question were like, hey, come on in. Okay. And so those people came on in. Now, 5 years later, okay, 5 years later, after those people came on in, they started building lives. They bought houses. They're part of that society. They have jobs, right? All of a sudden, those people who died, those 4 billion people came back just like that. Okay. What are you going to do now to all those people that you let in when those 4 billion people were gone? Okay. That's the setup. That's why this is brilliant. That's why this show is amazing. And I don't see anything Antifa-esque about any of it. Leave the real world problems in the real world. We're doing escapism so that we escape the real world. But people like Tim Pool don't get this. Okay, people like Tim Pool want to politicize everything and basically stick it to the libs. They want to
yeah.
poke a
Now
finger in their eye.
let me say something real
Go
quick
ahead.
about Tim Pool. A lot of people say that I race bait because of money and all this other stuff. Tim Pool is politically race baiting. You know what I mean? That's what
Mhm.
he's political baiting. You know what I mean? In order to get
Yeah,
money, because the more clicks he gets on his website, the more money he gets
yeah.
due to
The
ads.
more AdSense.
So
He's
that's
doing
what
those AdSense
he's
dollars.
doing
Yeah.
a huge reach and looking into something that's not there in order to get uh in order to get you guys already irate. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it real. That's what it is. And basically the
Oh,
whole
oh,
thing
oh no, he's not. Good.
basically goes on, and he basically just the wokeness of the Falcon and Winter Soldier is starting to get too thick for it to be enjoyable. Come on, dude. You're
Is that what they said
literally
here? Hold on one second. Let me get.
you're literally reaching. You're literally reaching
See,
to
and he can't keep his story straight. I thought it was anti woke. right? So his story
Exactly.
changed. The wokeness
Exactly.
and Falcon and Winter Soldier. And the thing is, okay, what part of it is woke? And again, what's wrong with woke? But you know what? They made it
Yeah.
into a negative connotation. So we'll take it as is because
Yeah.
that's the stain it's picked up by
Let's
now, right?
go
That's
to
the stink that
let's
it
go
picked
to
up. Go ahead.
the other article that you sent me. Let me see this
All
one.
right, go ahead.
Uh hold on. Rumor says that over 80% of Falcon and Winter Soldier viewers turned off episode 2 at this. Is that the same thing that you
Yeah,
just sent me?
no, that's the same. That's the same one. That's the same one.
That's the
All
same
right.
one?
So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you sent me the same thing for both. Okay. Yeah, but it's just another article, right? The same thing. But yeah, I that's again, that's that's nonsense. That is nonsense. So I personally don't even I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You know?
Tempool's full of it.
Yeah.
Tempool, and basically, there's a war in geekdom right now. For those of you who don't know, there's a big war going on in geekdom. If you guys have heard of something called Comics Gate, Fandom Menace, you know, these sorts of things are happening in the geek world. There's a huge comic book civil war going on right now, where the left, I myself being considered a leftist, I can agree that, yeah, we left minded people who want equality and inclusion and diversity, we have kind of like taken over the comic book companies, right? So,
Yeah.
we want more inclusion, we want more black and brown characters, etc. It's LGBTQIA, etc. But there's another faction who they claim. I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna malign them. There's another faction. They're kind of like in Comics Gate, who are saying like, no, we want people characters to come in on merit and stuff like that. So there's a big civil war going on. There's a big civil war going on, and I want no part of it. I see some points on either side that
Yeah.
are valid, but I want no part of that stuff. But so I give Falcon and Winter Soldier five power fists, five bro tap power fists.
Five
You know
bro
what I
to
mean?
power fist. All
It's
right,
it's
cool, cool,
yeah,
cool.
it's fantastic. Again, you can't go wrong.
I
It's Horus.
yeah, I give it the same. I give it the same. I give it 5 out of
Yeah,
5.
you know.
With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Radical Latino,
And I'm bro tap. All
and
right,
we
and,
do
and,
movie
and
reviews, comic reviews, video game reviews. Anything our little geeky hearts desire.
yeah, you know. And like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications if you're on any social media platform. Give me a minute here. If you're on any social media platform, go ahead and come back with a friend, a friend or 10.
You're doing too much, bro. You're doing
All
too much,
right?
bro.
That's too
God
much.
damn.
Right?
You do, you do,
Yeah. It's cool
yeah.
stuff, man. Look, no show on YouTube or
Wait a minute. Hold
on.
on. Get the smoke. Bro. I emailed you, bro. Get the smoke. I emailed you.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you can come
I'm doing a live right after this, bro. I emailed
right
you.
after this. Yeah, everyone go to Rad's place right now because
Yeah,
he's starting a live. All
yeah.
right. So
I actually
mhm,
I wasn't. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I just changed it to yesterday. I mean to tomorrow. But
okay.
since Get the Smoke is here, bro,
Yeah, let's get it.
I emailed you Get the Smoke. I need you to be on this live because I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be. I'll check my email. All right. Yeah, I emailed you, bro. I need you to be on my live right now. It's the Radical Latino. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.
All right.